Your officials for tonight's ball games, Dan Dingman, Matt Bethke, and Caleb Nuring. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Gales. A junior, number 11, Abby Landwehr. A junior, number 13, Macy Mason. A senior, number 21, Hannah Huss. A junior, number 31, Erin Flattery. And a senior, number 43, Livy Huss. The Gales are coached by Steve Newberger, assisted by Alex Nagel. And now your starting lineups for your hometown Webster City Lynx. A senior, number 2, Haley Flaws. A sophomore, number 4, Taylor McKinney. A senior, number 10, Hallie Mason. A senior, number 12, Sarah Vogelbacher. And a senior, number 50, Cassidy Nerland. The Lynx are coached by Nicole Mullenbrook. She is assisted by Kevin Barnefus and Craig Signorine. Now, out of respect for our great country and all who serve on our behalf, please rise as the Webster City Pep Band plays our national anthem.
We're live. We apologize for not coming through to you and getting this game underway here this evening. Webster City Competition Gym. That's Haley Flaws. Pretty good drive to the hole. Haley Mason back up again. They're going to call travel there. Underway here. 7-2 early lead for the Lynx. The Lynx look to continue their winning ways, presently on a 3-game win streak. 3 of their total of 9 so far this season. They're 9-8 overall and 6-5 in the conference. Whereas their opponent this evening, St. Edmonds and Fort Dodge, come in with an overall record of 3-14, just 1-9 in the conference. That rebound there by Cassidy Nerlin, again, just a big part of her game for the Lynx is her ability to get defensive as well as offensive rebounds. The overall record holder for rebounds now in the history of Webster City girls basketball. That was recognized earlier this week. Cassidy's averaging almost 12 rebounds per game. Total coming into tonight, she's had 93 offensive rebounds and 109 total defensive rebounds. Record breaker for the Lynx. 7-2 with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Lynx bringing the ball into their end of the court and scoring 7 points, where the Gales have just managed to put in 1 bucket so far tonight. Pretty good drive there and all the way to the bucket for 2. McKinney driving all the way into the bucket, goes in and out. Gonna stay here with the Lynx. Nerlin couldn't quite corral that rebound to add to her total there, and which will just continue to increase. As I said before, almost 12 rebounds a game for Nerlin. Our new record holder here for the Lynx. All-time leader in the history of Lynx basketball, Cassidy Nerlin. Pretty good look there on the backdoor play. Kenny denied there. The Gales bringing it back into the front court to try to cut into this deficit. They could tie it with the 3. Won't do it there with the turnover. Looks like Coach Mullenbrook's going to get a timeout. As you saw, the Lynx came out and got off to a good quick start here, but it slowed down here in the last couple minutes, not being able to find the bucket, but still hold on to a slim lead here in the first quarter, 7-4. As I had mentioned earlier, the leading scorer for the St. Edmond Gales girls team is senior Libby Huss, number 43. She comes in averaging 7.2 points per game. We can look for number 43 to be looking to score for the Gales. Erin Flattery, number 31, second leading scorer for the Gales, coming in at 5.9 points per game. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Flaws with a pretty good look. There's Nerlin with an offensive rebound, but not able to put that ball back in the bucket from short range. So you can see both teams here running very similar offenses, where it's a little bit of motion. The Lynx matched up in a man-to-man, whereas the Gales are sitting back in a zone defense. The Lynx needing to maneuver this ball around a little bit and get that type of outside shot to potentially loosen up the inside game.
43.
Both teams slowing and being able to connect to the offensive end of the floor here. Attribute that to defense or a lack of ability to execute offensively, but you saw there a very good play, design play by St. Edmonds to get an easy bucket. Nerlin fouled inside, is going to be going to the line. It's the first free throw of the game tonight, coming with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Couple substitutes coming in for the Lynx. That's number 20, Zoe Woodle, coming in. She's a junior. Number 34, Grace Hoverstein, also checking in. She's a sophomore for the Lynx. Nerlin misses both free throw opportunities there. Lynx stuck on 7 points here after coming out quickly and putting those points on the board. Just cooled off here, not able to add to that. That's Nerlin with yet another rebound for the Lynx. Overston kicking out there to Woodle, who's driving in. You're going to call it travel there. Seven to 6 with just under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Woodle's going to draw the foul there. Lynx went into some pressure full court. Trying to do something here, I think. Coach Mullenbrook trying to shake something up here in regards to getting off the lucky number 7. I don't know if we're going to call it lucky tonight because we've been stuck on 7 for quite a while. It's a nice pick there by Nerlin. See what the Lynx decide to do here with just about 30 seconds to go in the first half. See if they're going to hold the ball or look to score and take advantage of a possession there, maybe multiple times here with the 28 seconds to go. Nerlin back on the line to see if she can connect on her free throws this time around. Cassidy's averaging 10 points per game. Second leading scorer for the Lynx behind Taylor McKinney, who averages 17.4 points per game. Nerlin gets 1 of 2 this time. Extends the Lynx lead to 8 to 6 with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. See if the Lynx are able to get a stop here. They're going to get a shot here with 6 seconds, bringing the ball into the front court. Overstein from the corner at the buzzer. So we're all tied up, 8 to 8 at the end of the first quarter. As I had mentioned earlier, before realizing that we didn't have a volume connection to your TV, the Lynx come in with a 3-game win streak. Presently are 9-8 overall, 6-5 in North Central Conference play. The Gales of St. Edmond come in with an overall record of 3-14 and 1-9 in North Central Conference action. Lynx are in a position to continue their winning ways here tonight if they can shake this rusty start that they have to this evening's ball game. Check and see what the lineup is coming out here to start the second quarter. Looks like McKinney's going to come back into the ball game. Taylor McKinney also honored this week as the new all-time leading 3-point shooter in Lynx history. She has made 43 of 123 attempts this year, 35% from the three-point line, and just on her way to a remarkable career. Only a sophomore. Possesses all the skills there. You just saw the ability to look up the floor and get a nice outlet pass down to the corner. Like to see the girls be able to take that outlet pass and that corner break and look for trailers and posts in that process. But it's the nature of the game that comes with time and experience and working together. There's Hallie for her second attempt at the three-pointer and her second connection. She has 6 points for the Lynx, leading scorer for the Lynx at this point in time. Mullenbrook out quickly onto the floor, does not like the way she sees the girls playing defense at this point in time. Yet another easy bucket for the Gales of St. Edmond. Second time out that Coach Mullenbrook has had to burn here in the first quarter. Just not what she probably was expecting, especially after 3 wins and coming in, playing an opponent that is down at the cellar of the conference where the Lynx are presently in the upper echelon, if you will, of conference play. Clear Lake is unscathed at 11-0, and 2 teams, Algona and Iowa Falls, are 8-3. The Lynx looking to close that gap as they are 6-5 in conference play, with obviously a great opportunity to win here this evening. That's Hoberstein putting an easy bucket in there for the Lynx. The Lynx in full court pressure. They're looking to see if they can get a turnover. Missed opportunity there on the defensive rebound, giving St. Edmunds a couple different opportunities to score here. Putting them on a line for a free throw is not what Coach Mullenbrook wants to be seeing out of her girls on the defensive end of things. St. Edmunds with a change in their lineup. Despite a shaky start, the Lynx are still holding on to a slim lead at 13-11. Give and go. Another ball that goes in and out for McKinney. Averaging 17.4 points per game. Has not put a point on the board yet tonight for the Lynx. Good defensive rebound there by Hoberstein, and the outlet to McKinney, bringing it up the floor. Aaron passed there, turnover. That's Libby Huss, as I mentioned before, the leading scorer for the St. Edmond Gales. With that bucket, ties the score up at 13-13. Allie Mason not able to connect there and keep her hot streak alive here this evening. It's her first miss from the field. She's 2 for 3 with 2 3-pointers. Nerlin looking to check back into the ball game. Offensive rebound for the Gales. Hoberstein pulls down the defensive rebound. Outlet to McKinney, looking to push the ball up the floor. If you've been following the Lynx play this year, it's pretty much if McKinney goes, the Lynx go. So I think that's why you're seeing the score knotted up at 13-13. McKinney not able to get unwound here yet in regards to her ability to score. I don't know if they're doing anything defensively that's keeping McKinney from contributing to the offensive end. She has had a couple buckets go, or shots go in and out. I would imagine that things will begin to start falling for her shortly. Pretty good entry and look there. Nerlin got the ball exactly where she wants to have it down there, low on the block, but was unable to connect on that short shot underneath the bucket. Flaws and McKinney had a good 2-on-1 there. As you saw, Flaws decided to take the ball in there for herself. And the night has continued to be a little bit of a question mark for the Lynx. The Gales score easily inside and get to add a free throw to potentially complete a three-point play. In and out, but offensive rebound again by the Gales. Lynx giving them another shot and an opportunity to score. Number 31, that's Aaron Flattery getting caught underneath with a push. Giving the ball back to the Lynx. Trailing by 2. The Gales up 15-13 with 3:30 to go in the first half here. See if the Lynx can go on a run here and finish the half strong. Having a little trouble getting the ball inside right now, Hoverstein and Nerlin with a big size advantage inside. We're not able to take advantage of that this particular time. See what the Lynx have in store here on the inbounds. Second time that we've been able to get the ball in to close range, but have not been able to complete that inbounds play and score. Pressure here by the Lynx. They break the press. Looked as if the Lynx were going to be able to get that violation and had to been getting close to 10 seconds, but St. Edmond is able to get the ball to the middle and inside, and at this point in time the difference is the Gales are making the short ones, the Lynx are not. 17-13 with 2:40 to go here in the first half. Gales are definitely forcing the issue out front. They're pretty tight with the perimeter players. Mason 3 for 4 from the field, 3 of those being from the three-point line. She's got a total of 9 points. 9 of the 16 for the Lynx. Coming from the hand of senior Holly Mason. Two-pointer. Two-pointer scored there by number 13, Macy Mason, a junior. Extends the Gales lead to 19-16. Violation. Traveling, another turnover for the Lynx here. Bringing that post out on the perimeter could open things inside if they go back to that approach here. We'll see if they try to utilize that to their advantage. Pretty good pressure there by the Lynx. The possession stays with the Gales of St. Edmond. Short trip for for St. Edmunds coming over from Fort Dodge this evening to play here at the competition gym, Webster City High School. Number 31, that's Erin Flattery, who looks to score. She comes in tonight's contest averaging 5.9 points per game, so she's going to be looking to continue to score. Gets 2 free throws. Total team fouls at this point in time for the Lynx. That's our 14th foul. Flattery is good on the first attempt. It's the ball back to extend the lead, which she does, 21-16 with 1:34 to go in the first half. So with just a little over 3 minutes, I'm sure you were hoping like I that there would be a run here by the Lynx and we would finish the first half strong. That's Vogelbacher scoring for the Lynx. With a minute to go, maybe that run's still within the Lynx to finish the first half strong, closing in at the 1 minute mark. Another close shot. That's at least 4 shots at close range that the Lynx have not been able to connect with. Pretty good drive there by Flattery, taking it to the bucket, but came up short that time. Claus getting the ball down the floor quickly. Rebound by Nerlin. She's not able to finish from short range, just having trouble getting the position in regards to allow her to square up and get that ball off the glass and through the hole. Claus with the drive, taking all the way to the bucket and scores. That was Libby Huss, who had a great opportunity to close the first half with another close range shot. Thank goodness for the Lynx, it didn't go in, and we only trail by 1 here at the end of the first half. St. Edmund Gales 21, your Webster City Lynx 20. We'll be back shortly with the second half possession. Hopefully a different tune, if you will, to the outcome of the results of playing a first half and second half here. In the background, please enjoy the sound of the Webster City High School Pep Band.
trying to raise some money for some band uniforms. So stop out there and support the band. Also like to mention that coaching legend at both St. Edmond and Webster City, Dick Ty, is out in the lobby selling his book, 63 Years of High School Football, out near the concession stand area. So stop out and see Dick. Pick yourself up a copy. He'll likely even autograph it for you.
Second half action. About ready to get underway here at Competition Gym, Webster City High School. Having the opportunity to watch live here on WCTV. Kevin Whitehill, assistant principal at the high school, been asked to commentate the games. I'm glad to bring a little voice to your TV set. Hopefully something we can do regularly from here on out and continue for years to come while I have the opportunity to be a part of Webster City High School. Lynx are going to be taking the ball out to start this second half. They trail by one, 21-20. McKinney has yet to score, averaging 17.4 points per game. And as the sophomore goes, Taylor McKinney goes, so do the Lynx. So hopefully we get unwound here starting the second half. Looking to get a bucket here, and hopefully we can take the lead and not look back here. Not keeping track of the number of turnovers that the Lynx have had, but I know it's more than would be considered characteristic of the Lynx. Lynx have moved into a 2-3 defensively. Went away from the man-to-man, changing it up here to start the second half. Second possession for the Lynx coming here in the second half. McKinney still not able to shake her defender. It's number 11, Abby Landwehr, a junior for the Gales of St. Edmunds. They're pretty much just denying McKinney an opportunity to get a look at the basket. So for the time being, it looks like some of the other Lynx are going to have to pick up the scoring, because Landwehr is doing a pretty good job at denying McKinney an opportunity to score. Yet another turnover by the Lynx. So far, the start here of the second half has been very similar to what we saw the first half. Some inconsistencies on the offensive end of the floor for the Lynx, turning the ball over. Speaking of, St. Edmond's handing it right back to the Lynx. Let's watch here to see what the Lynx try to do to open up this offense a little bit. Loss of control of the ball. It's tied up. Possession arrow pointing in the direction of the green team. St. Edmond's ball. Lynx come back out with some full court pressure. Kenny looked like she had stole that ball and potentially had thrown it off the St. Edmond's player, but stays in possession of St. Edmond's. So far, I would say that St. Edmond's has handled this pressure pretty well. How many turnovers, if any, off the pressure that the Lynx are throwing at them. Pretty good outlet pass there. But yet another scoring opportunity from very short distance is unsuccessful. The Lynx missing what they call a bunny. I don't know where they came up with that terminology, but one I've heard in the game of basketball for years. Just one little hop away from the bucket and we can't make the close one. At least a half a dozen opportunities inside it from close range that the Lynx have not been able to finish. Mason driving the ball over there, probably the one bright spot offensively for the Lynx tonight. She's got 9 of the 20 points. It's connected on 3 3-pointers. Landwehr doing it on the offensive end of the court now for St. Edmunds as they extend their lead to 23-20. The offensive woes for the Lynx continue. And yet another turnover. I'm not even wanting to look down the way of Coach Mullenbrook, as she's got to be somewhat frustrated by the way we're taking care of the ball here this evening. And she takes Flaws out in the ball game for the Lynx, number 20, junior Zoe Woodle. Gale's able to break that press, and they were able to execute from short distance, unlike the Lynx. Pretty good look there by McKinney, but it falls short. Oops. I think she got away with carrying that ball. From my standpoint, I'm not sure what it looked like for you there at home, but it looked like she carried it. Vogelbacher bringing the ball into the front court for the Lynx. McKinney on a really nice give and go there. Give her that assist. Give the bucket to Cassidy Nerlin. 25-22. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this third quarter. Lynx still pressuring. McKinney gets the steal there. Not getting a lot of looks, not getting much rhythm. McKinney not able to connect on that shot. St. Edmunds is going to call a timeout with 3:50 to go here in the third quarter, leading by a score of 25-22. If you missed it the first time around, at the present time, Clear Lake leads the North Central Conference girls conference standings at 11-0, undefeated. Algona and Iowa Falls presently tied for second at 8-3, and with a 3-game win streak in this conference game here tonight, the Lynx could close that gap and go to 7-5. They're at the top half of the North Central Conference, but at this point in time struggling with the team that is at the bottom. St. Edmonds is only coming into tonight's contest with a 1-9 conference record. Lynx have switched back to a man-to-man defense there. Woodle with the defensive rebound. Numbers for the Lynx. Stolen away there by number 55. That's Bria McNeil, a junior for St. Edmonds. Spoils that opportunity for the Lynx to capitalize on a fast break, 3-on-1. Come up with nothing. If we can get the ball inside, that's in and out. Flattery with her own rebound, and the putback had a chance for a three-point play. Aaron Flattery at the line to try to complete a three-point play. One of the players here for the St. Edmond Gales, who really kind of does it at both ends of the court for her team, averaging almost 6 points per game and almost 6 rebounds per game as well. But she comes up short of completing that three-point play. 3 minutes to go, 27-22. St. Edmonds out on top of the Lynx here. Lynx have been able to only produce 2 points here in the third quarter, and not the start to the second half that Coach Mullenbrook was probably wanting to see. The fact of the matter is, I know she wasn't expecting to see this, as I'm sure that she has some what I would consider to be inspiring words for the girls during halftime. Another second opportunity and foul by the Lynx. It's going to put number 11, Abby Landwehr, on the line for St. Edmonds. Checking into the ball game here for the first time tonight is sophomore Adley Schwant, number 44, replacing Grace Hoverstein. Second attempt up here by the Gales. It's also missed. A little bit of a break there for the Lynx as they block out. Kylie Mason with a nice block out there, getting the foul from number 31, Erin Flattery. Only her second foul of the ball game, so St. Edmonds in no trouble with fouls and continue to play aggressively on the board, and they've done so both offensively and defensively, getting good quality rebounds. Schwant with a good look from short range again. The Lynx just are not able to connect inside the paint from close distance. Have not been able to produce points. 27-22 with just over 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to be exact. The Lynx looking to try to add a little bit more to their 2 points that they've been able to produce this third quarter. St. Edmonds just continuing to play very aggressive defense and playing the passing lane and just causing havoc for the Lynx tonight, not being able to produce and score much at all. They settled into a 2-3 zone there. The girls out on top are doing a really nice job of denying any type of entry pass. And Eb, you have seen for yourself, once we do get the ball inside, we have not been able to finish and get the ball in the bucket. Woodle with the Defensive rebound. Getting the ball up the floor. Whittle penetrating. That shot is blocked. St. Edmonds bringing the ball down. Pace of the game picked up there a little bit. Offensive rebound by number 33. That's Joyce Timmerman. Fouled there by Adelaide Schwann. I'm going to have to begin taking some stats and statistics as we bring this to you so I can keep track of the number of opportunities that St. Edmonds has had from the line tonight and the number of points that they have been able to score from the free throw. I would venture to say that you've seen the same thing that I've seen, that we've just given multiple chances to our visitors here. Second chances, third chances, free throws. Hallie Mason with the shot there from the corner, trying to get herself into the double figures column and scoring. Good penetration. Basket's good. Mason trying to pick up the slack offensively for the Lynx here tonight. It's going to have an opportunity to get a three-point play and double our scoring here in one possession, as we were only able to have 2 points on the board prior to that possession, and she does so with only 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. You wouldn't think that one play would put us in a situation where we doubled our scoring. It's a great play defensively by sophomore Adelaide Schwann. Comes up with steal and trying to take it all the way to the bucket. But we've got a possession and a shot here to end the quarter strong. If the Lynx can somehow get a shot away and that last possession there on the inbounds play is unfortunately kind of typical of the way things have gone tonight for the Lynx. Not even able to get a decent look at a basket to close out the third quarter. On the bright side of things here, with 1 quarter to play, the Lynx only trail by 4 points. So if they can put 1 quarter of basketball together, I'm confident that they're going to be able to come out on the winning side of things tonight. That question remains to be seen. Will they be able to put 1 quarter of basketball together? If you tuned into us right away, it looked like the Lynx were going to be off to a great and quick start. They immediately got up by a score of 7-2, but kind of like the third quarter, there was a long drought in there and not much scoring took place after that. And the first quarter found us tied at 8-8. But with possession of the ball here to start the fourth quarter, let's kind of sit back and see where this goes. See if the Lynx can figure out how they're going to put some points up on the board. Lynx are going to keep possession. 55 on the foul, Bria McNeil. Keeps the possession for the Lynx. Uncharacteristically, number 4, Taylor McKinney, without a point. Situation there once again where the Lynx get the ball on the block near the basket and we're not able to execute and finish. Gales bring the ball into the offensive side of the court, and right now continue to put themselves in good position to finish this ball game out. 25 points for the Lynx. Nerlin with an offensive rebound is going to be going to the line. 31-25. I think that matches the biggest lead that the Gales have had this evening. 6-point lead. Foul was called on the floor, not in the act of shooting, so Lynx are going to have possession of the ball.
Macy. Good. Help. Good, Libby.
Number 55, Bria McNeil, picking up another personal foul. That's number 31, Erin Flattery, replacing McNeil, who has picked up her 4th personal foul for the game. 31-25, Lynx have possession. I don't even know if you want me to say anything. Again, the Lynx miss at short range. Usually those are very automatic for Cassidy, who's averaged 10 points per game this season for the Lynx in her senior year. Good defensive rebound there by Hallie Mason. Lynx bringing it back into the front court, trying to put something together offensively. Woodle with the drive all the way in is going to be on the foul line for the Lynx. Zoe Woodle, a junior, on the line shooting 2. Up and good for Zoe Woodle and the Lynx. 26 points on the board for the Lynx. Looking to make it 27. Cut this deficit to 4 with a little over 6 minutes to go in this ball game. Woodle making 2, desperately needing those free throws. 31-27. Lynx well within striking range here with just 6 minutes to go in this ball game. Good move by sophomore Joycey Timmerman for the Gales. Extending their lead back to 6. Pretty good look there by Woodle. Offensive rebound there by Cassidy Nerlin. Too bad she couldn't have maintained control of that ball. She was right back into that position where she's kind of been all night, where she's just not been able to find the angle that she's needed to put those post shots into the bucket. So why not try a little bit further away from the bucket? She's able to make that short jump shot. 33-29. It's a little over 5 minutes to go in this ball game. Still looking for that run where the Lynx just put something together, and maybe it'll start with a steal. Scenario and situation where the Lynx usually execute with the girls that play that perimeter defensively. Normally, if they get that steal, they're able to execute and take the ball down to the other end with numbers and score. Not that time. Hey, they just led McKinney a little bit too much there because they were looking for an opportunity to get the 2-on-1 break. As you saw there, Cassidy Nerlin with the hand check getting called for her 3rd personal foul. Looks like the Lynx are going to match up man-to-man with some pressure to see if they can get some more transition opportunities. Number 43, leading scorer for the St. Edmond Gales. That's Libby Huss, who's averaging 7.2 points per game. And tonight she's extended that by putting our 4th bucket in the hoop tonight. She has 8 points for the Gales. Number 33, Gracie Timmerman, also doing well offensively for the Gales. She has 8 points. So a 6-point lead for St. Edmunds. That's where it's been at back and forth here for the last minute or two.
How about a hand for those Lynx cheerleaders? Good job, girls.
Seen some exciting finishes here in the short time that I've been in Webster City, so maybe we'll be treated with something special here tonight. Lynx going to have to do something here. 4:44 to go. Surely not an unsurmountable lead that the Gales have. But the Lynx need to start producing some offense here with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this ball game. Still, Taylor McKinney with the ball, as you see, has not been able to make a basket. Good position in there by Overstein, but she's not able to control the ball. Thus far, not able to get anything offensively. Got the right call on the floor there. Just forced that turnover before there was any contact. Definitely a violation, traveling before there was contact. Pretty good job by the officials tonight.
Yeah, be good. Don't let her get it back out. Don't let her get it back.
Low scoring ball game, 35-29.
Keep working.
Close range, that's Cassidy Nerlin drawing the foul. While in the act of shooting, she's going to get 2 free throws for the Lynx. Cassidy, I believe, is 1 for 4. Connects there. 2 for 5. Let's see if she can close the gap to 4 with another free throw. Off the front end of the rim there, no good. McKinney with a heck of a defensive play there. Knocking the ball away from the opponent and then flinging it back in to play behind her back, off the player. Possession of the Lynx. Just under 4 minutes to go. McKinney steps back. Still not able to hit, but a pretty good look there. Don't count her out. She can connect on a couple of those. That will swing things in a hurry. That would have been a big bucket had it gone. Full court pressure by the Lynx again. Livy Huss bringing the ball up for the Gales. Short range. Looks like Overstein had possession of that ball, but in trying to get it away from her opponent, they called her with carrying it. Heads up, heads up, heads up. I don't have a camera right in here with me. McKinney with the great effort there. This big coach right here didn't save us at all. I don't know if that camera shot had him come right into your living room or not. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. I wouldn't be surprised if the Gales hang on to the ball. As soon as I say that, they shoot up an air ball, but unfortunately the Lynx aren't in position to get a rebound. The Gales are. The Lynx foul, and the Gales again go to the free throw line. Unfortunately, we've seen the Gales at the line way too many times tonight, and they've been able to execute once they get in there. Extend their lead to 6 once again, 36-30. Rebound there by Nerlin. Lead is still 6 for the Gales. Pressuring out front, Vogelbacher taking the ball in. Turnovers, missed opportunities. Pretty much the downfall of the Lynx here this evening. No foul called, but just possession staying with the Gales of St. Edmunds. Under 3 minutes to go. Vogelbacher with a great defensive play there for the Lynx. Jump ball, looks like possession's going to stay with the Lynx. Need a couple shots to fall here. No. Looks like it's a technical foul. Okay. Possession. Okay. Okay. Looks like St. Edmunds reached across. Okay, on the entry pass. That is a technical foul. You can't make contact with an entry. That makes sense to you. The ball was being entered and the defender, okay, touched the ball prior to the ball being entered into the field of play. So McKinney gets her first 2 points of the ball game uncontested from the free throw line due to the technical foul. The Lynx are going to keep possession. Once again, hopefully you're clear at home with what had happened there. Once the ball is handed to the player to throw the ball, and the defender cannot touch the ball, okay, unless it's been released from the girl throwing it in. Nerlin finally with an offensive rebound and a putback and a score. Just over 2 minutes to go. The lead has been cut in half, 37-34. Could we possibly have an exciting finish here at Webster City High School? The Lynx are looking to fight back into this game and overcome some struggles offensively and defensively throughout the course of the night. Number 43, Livy Huss, doing it on both ends of the court for the Gales. Hoverstein with a nice offensive rebound off the miss by McKinney. Number 13, Macy Mason, for the Gales with the personal foul. That's her second. 4-point lead. Hoverstein going to the line for the Lynx. An opportunity to cut that lead in half. Hoverstein from the line. She was 7 for 8 with an 87.5 free throw percentage coming into tonight. And unfortunately did not make the first attempt and get the bonus. But the Lynx maintain possession with 1 minute and 40 to go, trailing by 4. As you can see, they're denying McKinney the ball. Yet another turnover by the Lynx, another turnover by the Gales. 1 minute and 20. McKinney with possession with the ball, bringing into the front court. In and out. Hallie Mason with a great opportunity and a great look there for the Lynx. Under 1 minute to go, 4-point lead for the Gales. Probably a pretty good foul there as they've got fouls to give. That's only the 16th foul by the Lynx this half. Trailing by 4 with 56 seconds to go. Ball's put into play. Gales at this point in time can pretty much just pass the ball, not looking to score here. That foul's on McKinney. That's her 7th. Now the Gales will be going to the line. 1-on-1. Timeout Lynx. 49.2 seconds to go in this ball game. And the Gales are back on the line. As I said before, I was not keeping track of the number of free throw opportunities that the Gales have had tonight, but it appears to be quite a few. And they've been able to connect on enough of them to help them maintain and keep this lead that they've built over the course of the entire ball game, rather than falling behind early 7-2 and Lynx having a 5-point lead early in the ball game. The Gales fought back to tie up the first quarter 8-8 and extended a short lead at the end of the first half, but the Lynx came back and were only able to put up 5 points in the third quarter and not been able to really get themselves in a position to overcome this deficit. 1-on-1 on the line for the Gales is Aaron Flattery. Open window of opportunity here for the Lynx with 40 seconds to go. Vogelbacher from 3. She's made it. Just like that with 33.6 seconds to go. A big shot finally falls for the Lynx, and we've got a 1-point ball game. As I said before, for whatever reason, when you watch the Webster City Lynx High School girls basketball team play here at home, it's always an opportunity for fun and exciting games to be watched. So it appears that we're back in that same scenario. 1-point ball game with 33 seconds to go. Lynx will obviously pressure the ball in and try to get a steal and get another possession. Plenty of time for them to play defense. The Gales not needing to score. May attempt to just hang on to the ball and then potentially get an opportunity to go from the free throw line should the Lynx decide to foul. But 30-some seconds to go in this ball game. It's a hard time to maintain possession of a ball that long. 33.6 seconds to go. Lynx matching up here. Have the ball in play. There's finally the foul. Probably not a bad decision there at that point in time. They gave about 10 seconds to try to get a steal, and then they decided to foul, putting number 13, Macy Mason, on the line, a junior for the Gales of St. Edmond, shooting 1-on-1. Connects on the first to extend the lead to 2. One possession ball game, irregardless of whether this goes in. It's a one possession ball game. And the way this night has gone, that wouldn't be a bad scenario to potentially be in. 20 seconds to go. It's a one possession ball game. McKinney's got it from the far wing. Had a pretty good look. Drew iron, front end iron. Nerlin with an offensive rebound and an opportunity to cut this lead. And there will be plenty of time for the Lynx to try to get an offensive rebound here on this shot. Or if it's made, set up into their full court pressure and try to get a steal and potentially a shot at the game here with 13 seconds to go. Inbounds pass. Okay, there's the foul with 9.6 seconds to go. Putting on the line for the Gales of St. Edmunds, number 31, Aaron Flattery. Still going to be a one-possession ball game, irregardless of whether she makes one or two. With 9.6 seconds to go. And a timeout left if they are to get possession of this ball, which they do. Scramble. Scramble for the ball. They called a foul on Cassidy Nerlin, her 5th of the contest. So number 43, Libby Huss, is going to be shooting 2 for the Lynx. Pardon me, for the Gales. On the line, Libby Huss for the Gales. Shooting 2. So it is 40-39. Still a one-possession ball game, irregardless if she makes 1 or 2. The Lynx will have time to take the ball up the floor. And at this point in time, I would think that anywhere between the 30 and 35 foot range would be about the area where we're going to have to get a last-second shot away to either tie or win this ball game. Certainly something that our perimeter players are quite capable of doing. They've manned up against McKinney throughout the course of the night, but I'm sure they're drawing something up here on some type of outlet and side break where we get the ball to one of our perimeter players that would be attempting to get the shot up shortly after passing half court. So St. Edmunds has to be knowing and thinking that they have to get in the pockets of Taylor McKinney here. Shooting 2. He's got the first one to extend the lead to 2. Still a one-possession ball game. You saw just what happened there. They could have easily potentially called the foul there and put McKinney on the line for 3. But maybe a no good call right there as the ball was taken up the floor and could have been a game winner at the buzzer. But the Lynx fall short. Final score, St. Edmunds Gales 41, your Lynx 39.